goes without saying now, Coach, upcoming now is the most difficult part of your schedule. And your big concern is still what? The penalties that can really hurt you at critical times?
Well, Jim, I think we have a lot of concerns. We're always trying to improve regardless of who we're playing, just like last week. And obviously we need to fix penalties. We need to do better on third downs. And now we're going to have to step it up even more on defense. We're going to play some great offenses, including this one, and number 5 offense in the country at their place. So we're going to have our hands full.
There's a receiver for Arizona who's really good. His name is Hill. So I just want to let you know that there is this little thing between he and I.
We knew that. Just for you, we're double covering the whole time.
But they do have an explosive offense.
Very explosive. I think it's amazing what they've done in 1 year. I think it speaks to Rich Rod and his system. To come in the first year of a system, completely change the system offensively, and then put up what they have at 600 yards, I think, in over 3 games, and 50 points in over 4 or 5 games. It's really amazing. And the quarterback's a great player, the running back's a great player, and the 2 wideouts. So it looks like they've been there for years.
You are concerned about your team being overconfident after what happened last week going into this contest?
I don't think so at all. We addressed that this morning. Showed these guys, obviously filming these guys, but didn't really talk about what they've done. Outside of the Oregon game, which just got out of hand because of turnovers in red zone. These guys have done a phenomenal job. To score 48 points at Stanford halfway through the fourth quarter, be up by 2 scores. These guys very easily could only have 1 loss.
Could this be your toughest game yet, despite their record?
No doubt, yeah. I think that's pretty easy as you watch them. I think on defense that they've really started to improve and started to play better. And you're going to look at overall yards and see some bad numbers, but they're put out there a lot. They're out there a lot of times, 80, 90 plays a game because of what their offense does. So I think this is a really good team, and ask Washington, ask Stanford, ask anybody who's been playing them. That they're really good and they're very dangerous.
Is the 3-3-5 concern? Is that something you guys aren't used to, really?
Yeah, nobody else does that, so it is something new, and we've obviously had to prepare for it and get our rules down.
Is there another defense you look to prepare for it? Is there something similar that other teams do?
No, this is really just something they do that's very unusual. Most people don't do that in college and NFL, so it's new to us and to our guys, so I think our guys did well with it.
Coach, what are you doing besides talking to cut down on penalties?
Well, I think that, like I said earlier, I hope we hit rock bottom in that first half. I thought we came out better in the second half, and I hope that's what it's going to be like in the future. I really believe the players felt rock bottom too, and sometimes players don't necessarily buy into the penalty thing because they think that it has something to do with toughness and fighting back. And so I think because of what happened in that first half and the way that it went, when they're getting kicked out, I think their eyes are open to it, and I think the leaders are stepping up today.
Any determination from the conference on what, if any, punishment Leonard might have to serve?
Yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to say that. I think that that's confidential. I'll check with Tim after.
It's confidential in terms of if he's been disciplined or not?
Yeah, I think so. Let me make sure with Tim.
Is there anything you guys are doing on kickoff returns? You guys had a 48-yard return, I think, and a couple penalties. So is there any plan to clean that up?
Well, the return was late with a lot of backup, third-string guys in there. Obviously, we want everybody to play well, but we have to look at that also. So I think our special teams have been really good this year outside of penalties, which has been a common theme. So we're looking to fix that too.
Is Max Turk on schedule to start, given Andre's condition?
Yeah, I don't know that. Max took a lot of reps today, just like he did last week, and just like he did in the game. Max played half the game last week and did a really good job, so who's ever there will be good.
But he has to be at the 100-yard basis on that one extra point. Is that something that's just because he's new, that he's not used to moving the ball? Do you expect him to get better in that game?
Well, there's a lot that goes into all that. It's got a lot to do with the snapper as well, and when the work hits you in the hand. And so it's been something we've been working on a lot. We've moved the depth of where we put the spot at. So hopefully we'll continue to get better at that.
Talk about their offense. Matt Scott seems to be tailor-made for that. It kind of got a gift to him redshirting last year. How much of an impact was he making on that team?
Yeah, gigantic impact. I think he's really fast and he throws the ball really accurate. I think he's a really good player, and then you put him in that system, he's really dangerous. I mean, just look at the numbers. You start looking at the explosive plays, the rule goes forever, and obviously he doesn't have to do with that.
I know last week you talked about the team not being overconfident after that win, but what did it do for the overall psyche of your club?
Well, I think anytime you have a game like that where you're able to put in guys, backups in the second quarter already, and third and fourth string guys in the fourth quarter, it's great for your program and for the morale. And a lot of kids got to play that never get to play. Even guys like Devon Florna had never caught a pass. There was a lot of cool things that happened, especially on Family Day or Parents' Day.
Last year you were kind of encouraging Nick Foles to leave early. Is there a drop off with Matt Scott now?
Well, I think they're more dangerous because of the system, because of him running. Obviously, Nick wasn't going to run. He was a great passer, so they're more dangerous. You just keep watching the film in the run game, whether he's handing off, whether he's running, or whether he's throwing. They're just absolutely lighting people up. And some good defenses too.